How'd you like this wood pile? My boys and I have been busy chopping and chainsawing, getting ready, preparing just in case we get another winter, hard winter like we've just come through. And many people have been working similarly as hard, getting Westpoint ready for all of us in a few months' time. You may well ask, how do we spend the money from last Westpoint? An amazing gift that we had given. Well, let me just tell you some of the highlights of how that gift was used. Some of it was used for church planting and pressing the button go for more church plants. We're now in Cambourne and Redruth. We're in Bridport just there last weekend. Waterlooville is moving forward, as is Basingstoke, as is Slough, and there are many more that are on my heart to see planted in the coming year. We're also doing so well in Madrid and Porto. I'm so proud of Kevin and Ness and Andrew and Lucy. Those churches, those plants are growing fast and starting to make an influence in those major cities. And money that we gave last year has helped keep that work moving forward. In India, well, we've had our biggest ever together on a mission. Terry was with us. We gathered over 1,000 leaders and the main push for that conference was church planting and growing the church. We've also used money to develop foundations for farming down there in the south of India with new crops. We've used wheat and rice and seen amazing results as we've put these principles into action. And we've also developed our first residential training base up in Nasik, which again has attracted a good number of students, and we're so excited that we're starting to raise up a new younger generation of Indian leaders who want to go church planting. So what about Westpoint this year? What about the offering? How do we want to see that used this year? Well, Westpoint, as we always know, is about families gathering, seeing our children wonderfully saved, baptized in the Spirit, feeling together on a mission. We can do more in those few days we spend together with our churches than we can in months of normal ministry. And coming under the apostolic heart of going to the nations, planting more churches, reaching more people with the gospel. We want to use the money from this Westpoint offering, plant more churches. I desperately want to see some churches in the north of London. We've got opportunities there and I want to see that developing. There's other areas across the south and southwest that desperately need to see more churches being established. We've had prophetic words about going west, not necessarily to the US, but we feel much more into South America, into those nations there to strengthen and to plant churches into Brazil, into Peru, and any other door that God may well open for us. And so I want to just encourage you just to be here, just to come. Every lump of wood, every log that is thrown on the fire will help the fire burn brighter and stronger. So please be there. And also just want to ask if churches would consider bringing an offering with them so that on our prayer night, as we celebrate all the diversity of what God's doing, we can add our contribution as churches to say, let this mission go longer and further and let Jesus Christ be known around the nations. I want to encourage you to be there. I'm so looking forward to greeting you there and seeing all that God is going to do amongst us.